going to jump over to one other article that I found on LinkedIn. It's a sales blog. Okay? And this one was written by Paul Patrone, who's a LinkedIn sales editor. And the article is titled, "No, You're Not Alone. 7 Pieces of Advice for Aspiring Black Sales Professionals." So if you are on the fence, this is a good article for you. If you are on the fence, this is a good article for you. Okay? If you're on the fence, this is a good article for you. And I'll leave these articles in the description so that you can go back and read them. Let's talk about it. Sales as a profession has more work to do on diversity. Yes, it does. And don't expect companies to solve that. Expect small companies like me, us, you, to want to pursue it, to take action to make that change. Otherwise, companies, they aren't going to do it. Companies are made up of people who have their best interest in hitting targets and numbers. If you're part of that, you're good. If you're not, they're still good. Okay? So you have a whole bunch of people out here. Companies need to do X. Companies need to do Y. Guys, if you don't take action and say, you know what, I'm going to get into sales or I'm going to pursue leadership, it's not going to happen. You want to see change, you have to be a part of it. That's why my company exists. That's why I get on this channel every single day or every single weekend to share my experience, but also to share the journey that I'm on as well. Okay? Considering 40% of the country's population identifies as racially or ethnically diverse, the profession mirrors or hardly mirrors society. And it gets worse the higher you go up the ladder. 87.6% of sales managers are white. Even our Latino brothers and sisters, Indian brothers and sisters aren't getting the representation or having the representation in tech sales. Okay? Just what it is. It's absolutely true. I see it every single day. Right? But it takes you to want to do it, to get into the space, to make the money, and to say, F all that. I'm good. I'm better. I'm going to prove it. So, if you're a black professional, you may be wondering why you want to do anything with selling. Why even attempt to enter an industry with this sort of a record? Because it's important. Because you want to move the needle. You want to make progress. Okay? The short answer, he says, is sales needs more people like you. The good news, the sales leaders are starting to understand that with clear indicators that the diversity of a sales team directly impacts revenue. Adjusting hiring practices accordingly is quickly becoming a business imperative. So they're seeing that diverse teams in general makes better teams. Okay? So they're hiring more people and more diverse people into these roles. But let's explore how you can take advantage of this opportunity and thrive with insights from those who've helped blaze the trail. I'm one that's blazing the trail now, guys. Number 1, everyone starts somewhere. Even if you have no sales skills or experience, you can become a great salesperson. Many black professionals are reluctant to get into sales because they have no experience in the field, but this can actually be a benefit. Okay? Anthony Clay, who co-founded Grassroots Employee Community for Black Professionals at Microsoft. Clay urges black professionals not to treat experience as a barrier. He's seen countless examples of people having impact right away, and you can too. If you're thinking about sales, but you say to yourself, oh, I don't have a traditional sales background. I've never sold a thing, Clay said. I say to you, no, you can do it. You can make a huge impact, and you can make it in 1 year, Clay said. That's not a pressure statement. Just because you are early, just because you are young, does not mean you can't have the monumental impact on the bottom line. Same thing I say to you guys all the time. You can do it. The point of it is there's no right background for a sales job. People from all walks of life succeed in sales, and everyone started from somewhere. Number 2, he says, go all in, fully commit to your craft. Okay? You can't have your feet in medical school and then want to pursue sales. Once you're in sales, you have to commit. Brother Marvin is committing. Once you're in sales, you have to commit. All right? Do you want to do this? It's the first question you should ask yourself. Do you want to do this for yourself? If you want to do it, sign up for Course Careers. Sign up for a coaching session. Commit. Do it. Number 3, have faith. Trust the process, especially early when selling can be uncomfortable. It is. It can be uncomfortable. Setting up meetings, getting conversations going between executives, all that stuff can be very uncomfortable if you aren't familiar with it. Small talk, all that stuff could be uncomfortable if you aren't used to it. Focus on the details. The details, and those little things, are what makes a big difference. The details are what makes a big difference. Setting up big meetings, crucial pitches, they all come from little things that you've done along the way. Okay? You need to learn how to do all the little things right in order for you to land that closure at the end. Emails, communication, constantly being in, having touch spaces and touch points, writing down notes, making sure that things were captured and problems were addressed. Number 5, less can be more. Effective selling is a result of effective preparation. You have to prepare. Try to understand questions ahead of time. Work with others in your team. Think or get their perspective or opinion on certain things. Number 6, bloom where you're planted. Focus on where you are right now to get where you want to be. If you're in a position right now and you're saying, I want to consider sales, what steps do you need to take? If you don't know, book a career coaching session or a career empowerment session. Book one. Talk to somebody else. Read this article. Figure it out. But you have to commit. It's on you. Okay? Number 7, know you're not alone. Build a community. That's what's important about this community. If you're going to go down this path, you need to have other people that understand your journey, that are there to support you, who are outside of your company. That's why this community exists. That's why we created a Patreon. Join the Patreon. I don't care what branch of tech you're in, join the Patreon. If you want to be around like-minded individuals who are getting it done, join the Patreon. It's simple. We have over 74 professional individuals part of our Patreon that can help you out. All walks of life, military, non-military, HR, they all exist. You have access to them in the Patreon. If you're a professional member, you get access to things like Google professional certifications, swag. I put on my Black Heights swag right now. Check out my 4th of July Black Heights swag. I done changed it up on y'all. I done changed it up on y'all. You'd be like, oh, he doesn't look like a sales professional. Well, you don't know what a sales professional looks like. You don't even know what a millionaire looks like, because half of you guys think millionaires have gold teeth and bling on. Those are poor. What's the song? The Big Timers? Hood rich. Hood rich. If you got money, you don't share it like that. You don't show it like that. Okay? This is what it is. All right. Anyway, this article I wanted to share with you guys. I got to cut this short. I have a coaching call in 5 minutes. I wanted to get on here. I wanted to encourage you guys to consider a career in tech sales.